Dude, these
Dude, they got exterminated.
We can win every war with
Bro,
these guys.
6 guys.
6 guys.
Just send them in.
What are we doing?
Just send them in. Just go ahead.
What the hell? Hi guys, we're on Nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Michael.
And we are here reacting to another classic. This is the first time I'm going to react to a classic movie with you, I believe. I don't think we've seen...
Oh, we did.
Which one?
We did recently. We did the one with this guy.
Perfect. Great description. The waterfall? Oh, that's right. That was good. That was Night of the Hunter.
Yeah, Night
of the Hunter. That's right. That was good. Well, this one takes place...
Yeah, we did it too. We did the war movie too, the Western Front. The war on the Western Front.
No, but that wasn't a classic. That just came out. Yeah, really? Well, anyway, this is called The Guns of Navarone. This came out back in 1961, so a little later than The Night of the Hunter. Okay,
this was a year before my father was born. This
is considered, I believe, an epic for its time. All right, and these are some big names for back in the day. We're looking at Gregory Peck. Looking at Anthony Quayle, Anthony Quinn, which I love Anthony Quinn. I know you may not know who Anthony Quinn is, but I've seen him.
I'm looking at these pictures. I'm like, I don't know none of these people.
You don't know these people.
They're in black and white too. It's crazy. I'm like, whoa.
But 1961, this movie has to do. I believe it takes place back in 1943. The premise of the movie takes place in 1943. Other than that, I know nothing about this movie. I even called my father up a second ago. And he's
by a second, he means a second.
Yeah, actually a second. I was on the phone a second ago. And he saw this movie, but I didn't want to get details from him, so I was like, Dad, I'll call you back afterwards. Anyway, this is called The Guns of Navarone. I'm looking forward to watching this.
Let's do it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Oof, they got shot up. The whole idea of being on a plane and look at this, and being shot up and coming down smoking frightens the heck out of me to no end.
No. Easy,
yeah. Easy. Sure.
What you gonna do? You can't run. I think I would just give up at that. I would just, like, what am I gonna do? All right, I go. I'm gonna jump off the plane. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna. Honestly, I think it'll be the easiest thing. I'd rather that than being chased down, like, by a whole bunch of military forces.
You're late. Well, here's your old chum. You better come and say hello to him.
Hello, Keith. You haven't changed since Athens.
Come along, gentlemen, will you?
These gentlemen have a special interest in Navarone.
As you can plainly see, it was bloody awful. But we'd love to go back. Wouldn't we, boys?
Sure.
Just as soon as we can, but only on one condition. We want the Joker who thought this one up to come along with us. And when we get there, we're going to shove him out at 10,000 feet without a parachute.
Okay. Sure. I'll go.
You've got that bloody old fortress on top of that bloody cliff. Then you got the bloody cliff overhang. You can't even see the bloody cave, not alone the bloody guns. We haven't got a bloody bomb big enough to smash that bloody rock.
Say bloody one more time.
And that's the bloody truth.
Listen, they lost 18 men tonight. You can't blame them for being upset as they are.
Anyway, this is why you were hauled out of Crete. Don't mislay this, will you?
Oh, sir.
I will lose that.
You will lose?
I already lost it.
I'm not gonna lie, you probably would, bro. I love you, I do, but Jesus Christ, do you lose things?
Why me? You've got special qualifications.
First, you speak Greek like a Greek and German like a German. Second, you've kept alive in occupied territory for a year and a half. Most important, before the war, you were the greatest mountain climber in the world. There's only one spot on the entire coast the Germans don't bother watching, and that's the South Cliff.
Oof. They want him to climb that?
I want you to get me and my team over there and on top of that cliff.
Yep. So, you want me to take your team up there? Gotcha.
Can you do it?
Oof.
No. Those 2,000 men on Keros are going to die next Wednesday morning unless somebody climbs that cliff.
No pressure. Dude, imagine that. You haven't climbed in 5 years. You're going to climb that at night into a German fortress.
And best of all, he's lucky. Aren't you lucky, Roy?
If you say so, sir.
I do indeed.
Okay, this is like the third time we call him Lucky. I got a feeling something to happen to him.
Yeah. Bloody and Lucky is scary.
Now, this is our Corporal Miller, a professor of chemistry, I believe, in private life, and an absolute genius with high explosives. And this is Butcher Brown, our mechanical marvel. He's a genius with engines, machinery, radios, etc.
He's also the best man with a knife that I've ever met.
Private Spiro Papadimos. He's a born killer and an extremely useful man to have along on a job like this. Well, there's the team.
So it's a 5-man group breaking into this fortress
As
saboteurs. Starting with going over this cliff, or going up a cliff.
There's your car, gentlemen.
You know, it makes you wonder, like, oh, gee, dear Lord. There's Anthony Quinn. I love this guy, by the way. He's one of our beloved Latino actors of the day. What I was trying to say is that it makes you wonder, it makes me wonder anyway, that if it's movies like this, a situation like this, where we had the Navy SEALs come about, you know, Green Beret, Special Task Force.
Yeah, because they didn't have this before, right?
I don't know. That's the thing. I really don't know. I'd like to know more of the history of that. You know, like stuff like this. Like this is the birthplace. This is why it started.
Now imagine being the people who were native to this land.
It was Greece.
I was like, imagine being the people being native to this land.
Yeah, and they seen this bombardment going on.
Yeah,
the battle taking
like,
place offshore. Don't trust that smile. That man's a killer.
When you're all quite ready.
Yeah, you don't talk to these guys like this.
I borrow your pencil, please. Does the Major think this is possible?
I see. That's a thought, isn't it?
Holy cow.
Hi, Brown. Go and get Major Baker, will you?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's your name? What you doing here?
The Major asked you a question.
God damn!
Sounds like Kurdish. I don't understand. We just
Yo!
What's going on here? What are you doing to that man?
You know him?
Of course, that's Nikolai, our laundry boy. Is he the reason I've been disturbed? Look, Franklin, I've had a hard day.
Does his job involve listening at keyholes?
I don't believe it.
We caught him at it.
It's just a case of idle curiosity, I'm sure. He doesn't speak a word of English.
Why does he listen? Why does he carry a knife? And why did he try and stab this man?
Yeah, he had a knife.
I presume he was trying to defend himself.
Sure.
I'd like you to arrest this man and hold him incommunicado for at least a week.
Just who the hell are you to give me advice, Major?
Shoot the laundry boy.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
And if the Major gets in your way, shoot him too.
There's your choice. Oh, if he takes him out, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Captain, this man's insane. Surely you won't let him do this.
I can't stop him. He's in charge. Anyway, I agree with him.
Unless you give him your word that you'll do exactly as he says.
Golly.
All right.
Yeah, who do you think you are now? If it means that much to you. You're about to get shot.
But I just saved your life.
Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind he was going to shoot them both. There was no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, this movie's starting off to a good start. Dude, that guy got smacked so many times. Bro.
That might not be good. Oh, they're being checked on. Thank God it wasn't a German boat. That might not be a good thing.
Mm-mm.
Yep. Yeah, we saw a boat. Let's go check this boat out. Oof.
Go on working. They'll have glasses.
No. And who speaks? He speaks good German. That's what the guy said. He said earlier. He speaks German with a German accent.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
What's the excuse going to use? That they're fishing?
Little tiny ass.
Get off
You
me.
know.
There's no doubt in my mind that all these men are armed.
No. Not that easy.
Oh, I did not expect that. Oh, gosh.
God damn. Oh my god. How is he on fire?
The bombs? Golly.
Yeah, they
Yo, Mike.
that kind
There's no evidence. These guys came and went quick. Oh. Dude, you could have missed. Dude, there's no doubt that every bullet hit that guy. Dude, these
dude, they got exterminated.
We can win every war with
Bro,
these guys.
6 guys.
6 guys.
Just send them in.
What are we doing?
Just send them in. Just go ahead.
What the hell? I told you, the guy who smiles, probably the most dangerous. He's forever smiling and then killing everybody. This has gotta suck. This is probably where your boy goes overboard.
I imagine the set for this has to be crazy.
Oh, for sure. Well, and they were giving thanks to Greece in the beginning, so it had to be mostly in Greece.
These guys are way too calm.
Hey, but it shows how
we're gonna die.
It shows how cool they are.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Dude, they're gonna hit a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're gonna hit a rock.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm like, I don't know. I would definitely crash that.
Yeah, are you really steering at this point, or you just, well, he's the guy they call Lucky, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be fine. Dude, they got time to wave. Oh, shh. I take back everything I said about Lucky.
Good thing is after this rocket, they'll be fine. Oh.
What? What you said?
I don't know about that. All right.
Golly. Who directed this? James Cameron?
Nope.
Dude, that boat's gonna be under any minute now.
I would have been out of there. Bro, I'm trying to figure out what set they did to do this, bro.
Yeah, could must have been a lot of money. And by the way, these are like main stars at the time. Like, these are people on top of the game. So the budget of this movie had to be insane for the time. What on earth is that?
Yep. This was you at Aquatica.
This is my worst nightmare.
Backstory: he can't swim.
Yeah, no, I can't. Look at this. Yo, Mike. Look at the shot.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, right before that wave fit, I went like, nice knowing you, Mike.
How you doing? It was a pleasure, bro. You shoot me first.
Yeah, right. If anything, that's a good thing because the Germans are going to find out there's a boat missing. You know, that one of their boats didn't come back. That gets rid of that evidence. I gotta give him credit though, because and we know this is a set. Like, you know, you can see the water that's not real water and whatnot, but it still looks so real. Like, it really feels like this is happening. Climbing a rope to me was one of the hardest things that you can ever do. I didn't get too far.
There's no shot.
And you holding this guy's right? What? Okay. All right. These guys, these are the original Avengers, bro. Oh, he can drop them now. Oh, the drama. Dude, I know my arm would have ripped off by now. So you're a strong guy. You work out, you own your own gym.
Do I think I can do that?
Can you hold a guy like this?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Dude, 100%. I can. But you.
If you
go ahead. let me get a few reps in here, you know what I mean? Hey guys, I'm very confident in my abilities. Not gonna lie to you.
If it was Gerard.
Oh, there you go. Need to go on the top of the cliff.
But it was me. I look. Dude, he caught him in the range.
You would have grabbed my hand, and with the other one, I would. No. No.
You would have kicked me.
No.
It's alright, you good. Is he not gonna make it? I would have twisted my ankle in half.
Why is the rope down there? He passed out.
He looked like he was wounded. Like he had like a head wound.
The Major's leg is broken in 2 places. For all we know, he's hurt inside too. He needs proper medical attention.
What do you suggest?
If we leave him here, the Germans will take care of him. They have to.
Well, they get him to a hospital, sir.
You gonna trust that? Well, they'll torture him.
There is, of course, a third choice.
Kill him?
1 bullet now. Better for him, better for us. You take that man along, you endanger us all.
Why don't we just drop him off the cliff and save a bullet?
And why don't you shut up? We'll make it if necessary. When it's necessary. And not before.
You know, this is my second movie that I've seen. You didn't see the first one with Gregory Peck, the main actor there. And this guy is such a leading boss. And so,
in every movie?
And the 2 movies I've seen, he's like, he plays a leader very well.
I'm sorry.
It's just bad luck.
Well, what do we do now? I'm going to hold you up.
No, you won't.
You've got to leave me.
You're out of your mind.
So again, we read earlier this battle that they're about to fight here took place. I wonder if this mission took place. No, I think these are the rebels they're supposed to meet up with, right? What on earth?
Do what you have to do.
He don't want to hold him up. Is he gonna kill himself? Yo!
You almost ruined everything. We just heard from headquarters. We're canceled out. As far as we're concerned, the pressure's off. All we have to do is just make as much trouble as we can. By tonight, we'll have you in the hands of the underground. We'll have you taken care of. You try this again, I'll have Andrea break your other leg.
That's his boy. I guess he's... No. Toma. Jeez.
Food. Girl.
Don't move. Raise your hands.
Damn, got them all. I'm into Mr. Radar.
My name is Maria Papadimos. You may put your hands down now, gentlemen.
Dude, she had them all dead to rights, bro.
Yep.
She had them all. Dude, that's cancer right there, that radar. If you're that guy in that car, bro, you come here with a tumor right underneath your eyelid.
I am marrying these two beautiful women.
We're here to enforce the prima nocte.
My wife. What's his name?
That's like Borat?
It was like Borat. Bow and arrow? Oh, never mind.
That's what
I'm like, wait, what?
Same thing. A crossbow? What's going on here? They got spy planes everywhere. Yeah. It's out in the open like that. Oof. Time to go.
Fire! Fire!
We're never going to meet up with the resistance. I thought they were going to be like a big group of people.
Yeah,
they were just two people.
Yeah.
Dude, they're throwing everything at these guys. It's the same wedding?
My wife.
That's the same wedding still? They're not gonna lie to you. The food here has got to be amazing at this party.
Right?
The food, the wine, it's got to be, all of it's amazing. I had amongst the people. I'd be scared too. They're bringing danger to them. Jeez, this guy came in deep.
That girl's leading him.
She's gonna save him?
Give up quietly, gentlemen. Unless you want a great many innocent people killed as well as yourselves.
How do they get them?
Jeez, with them guys, get them.
And the little girl stopped the shootout. Because they were about to shoot.
Get him. Get the girl. She's part of the resistance.
Hauptmannsjäschler! Halten Sie Ihren Mund! Where are the explosives? I want an answer now. Otherwise, I shall personally rearrange this officer's splints. Stehen Sie auf! Stehen Sie auf!
Did you just grab a gun?
I'm sick! No, please, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick.
Don't worry.
They don't leave him behind, damn.
Mr. Stavro,
Yes?
I like you.
I like you too.
Uh-oh. See how easy it was back then?
We shall have 12 kids.
Starting tonight.
Starting tonight.
Hello?
Speaks fluent English.
Tell me, school teacher, from a purely moral point of view, bearing in mind that we represent the side of goodness and civilization, do you think that what I did to Franklin was a civilized thing to do?
I'm thinking they might die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Last chance.
Das ist ein verdammt schwieriger Bursche, Herr General.
Was sind Sie doch für ein Vieh? Habt ihr Skopalamin da?
Jawohl, Herr General.
Dann geben Sie es ihm. Skopalamin.
Okay. Understood? Got it? I got it.
I think he says go get a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing.
Stop
Go
what
get
you're
some
doing.
coffee.
You know what I mean? You're getting your pay doc. You know what I mean?
The World Cup is on. Let's go see what Germany
You know what
does.
I mean?
Wohl, Herr Oberleutnant.
Die zwei Idioten dort drüben sind absolut hoffnungslos. Am besten wär's. Gut. Passen Sie auf.
Oh.
Hände hoch.
Yep. That's more dramatic.
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
listen. It's the time. It's the time. It's enjoyable to watch an explosion go off.
Everybody stay exactly where you are. The party's over. Exhibit A, a clockwork fuse. Elementary and archaic, but they work. Only this one won't work anymore. Do you know why? The clock's okay, but the contact arm's been broken off. This clock could tick until Christmas and it wouldn't set off a firecracker. Exhibit B is missing. All my slow-burning fuses are gone, disappeared, vanished. 75 grains of fulminated mercury in each one of them. Enough to blow my hand off. And very unstable. Very delicate.
What happened then?
Which means that there is a traitor in this room.
The teacher?
We left her on guard in the truck, alone.
Could explain why they were always being followed and always catch them.
Let's see those scars the Germans made on her back. Those terrible scars.
Mm-hmm. Perfect spy.
You never had any chance. It was hopeless from the beginning. You'll never get out of here, never. Tried to tell you last night.
As I see it, we have three choices. One, we can leave her here, but there's no guarantee she won't be found. Two, we could take her with us, but that would just make things a lot more difficult than they are already. And three, well, that's Andrea's choice, remember? If we're going to get this job done, she has got to be killed.
I agree. She's got to go.
Has to. Hey, but that's a hard, tough job.
But they just killed like 50 people just a second ago.
Because of her.
But I'm saying they did it. Why would this be any different? Because a woman? Okay.
Yeah, right? Like,
she betrayed her. I mean, it makes sense that she will kill her. That was a hell of a moment, but it had to be done.
You know that when you put on a uniform and learn how to do it, it's not hard to kill someone anyway. Sometimes it's harder not to. You think that you've been getting away with it all this time, standing by. Well, son, your bystanding days are over. You're in it now, up to your neck. They told me that you're a genius with explosives. Start proving it. You got me in the mood to use this thing. And by God, if you don't think of something, I'll use it on you.
Oof. And they really have no choice.
No.
Throughout the whole movie, I'm thinking these guys are like constantly being chased down.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking that there's a traitor among them. At least alone her.
Hey, so far this is a really good movie.
That's an excellent movie. I'm loving the hell out of this movie. Oh, great. Jeez. I threw the car alarm, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, that's when I broke into the car. Dude, what are you guys gonna do now? Like, assuming they blow these guns up, right? How do we get out?
I don't know. Like, right? I don't know about this one.
You shoot me, I shoot you.
I don't know about that. Those doors are kind of heavy. Like, they don't seem like I could pry those open. You know what I mean?
There they go.
Pretty big.
Huge. Look, compared to them.
What are you doing?
Now, you see this bottom runner? The first time they send this hoist down for shells or charges, this runner should come to here. And the moment it does, it'll hit these two wires and we get a circuit. A circuit that will send up all my plastic explosives here, plus this little item that I borrowed here. But if this stuff does go up, then everything else in this place is going to go right up with it. I'm sorry, sir, it's the only way I know to get the job done. As you said, I'm in it now. Up to my neck.
Go ahead.
No, after you, sir. Remember, I can't swim.
Dude, imagine if he was the spy the whole time.
Perfect.
10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
This might be a belly flop.
Poor people that live down there.
Trying to sleep.
Had to start to a scary movie.
what was that movie called? They killing everybody?
Midsummer?
No, The Purge.
The Purge.
Hey.
I'm still gonna kill you, man.
Boom! Shoot him right now. Wow. Okay. There we have it. That was the Guns of Navarone.
Woo!
Woo! Wow.
Okay, man, there's a lot to digest there.
Whew.
There's a lot to digest there, man. That was good.
All right, let's start off with an easy question. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
This movie was action-packed.
Yeah, from the get-go.
This was action-packed.
Guy got smacked 12 times.
One thing I noticed about older movies is that there's a lot of downtime sometimes, you know, and a lot of you know, dialogue and exposition sometimes.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way with this movie at all. It felt like this movie was from the get-go, we got a mission to do, which, by the way, was a very impossible mission to pull off in the first place.
Yeah.
Right? But it was action-packed, it was adventurous, it was a good story. I still don't know, I'm still not sure if this particular story is
real,
fictional, or if it's true. I know they mentioned that the battle, and what we read, the battle was true, but we really didn't see much of a battle, as much of just the action itself, you know? But with that said, I thought this movie was highly entertaining. I can see how people would put this in one of their favorite movies.
For
you
sure.
know, they've seen this in one of Gregory Peck, I thought was outstanding. as the leader, the guy taking over the crew. I thought, but then again, I've always been very fond of Anthony Quinn. I thought he did a really good job. The guy who was always quiet, I liked a lot also because he's just always smiling, or very kid-like, but a killer.
Yeah, like a full blood killer. Like this guy was crazy.
It was just nuts. So I liked the performance we saw of everybody who was acting here. Like everybody did a really good job, I think, of playing their role, and you felt like
they fit the role pretty good. I agree.
Like the sense of urgency, I think that you felt it. You feel like we gotta get this mission done. We gotta do the job. The tough guy attitude.
The tension was pretty good. That was throughout the whole movie. Like there was a tense. Like there was never like. When you have like one of these teams, like remember the Giants, like these people are a team. Like they're doing, oh my god, these people are a team. Like that, you never kind of felt that. These people like look like they're all together for one job, and then afterwards they're never gonna talk again, ever in their lives again. Like they all just got together because they know they could be productive, which I liked.
Correct.
It was very military feel. Like guys, we gotta do this, and that's it. That's all we gotta do.
And I liked how everybody had what they're good at, right? You had again Mallory, which is Gregory Peck's character. His leadership skills, his get the job done abilities, right? We had the guy with the knife.
I don't remember the name.
I don't remember. Is it Brown?
Yeah.
And at the end, he died because once again he hesitated with a knife. He's supposed to be the butcher of Barcelona.
Yeah.
And again, like that the idea that he still had issues with killing. Mm-hmm. And there was that one guy, he looked like he didn't want to, well, of course he didn't want to die, but that fear in his face, that hesitation is what ended up killing him towards the end. So you had the teacher who ended up being a spy.
Which I liked a lot. Like, that, can we
that twist. That
twist. Because I was really annoyed. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, who is her? Please don't tell me there's going to be a stupid love story. I'm like, dude, they're going to... You even said, I'm like... You saw towards me, and I'm like, why are they doing this? I was really annoyed. I was like, you're gonna ruin this perfectly good movie by
that was done on purpose.
And then when she did it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's like it's her way of like protecting herself. I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Like I hope that's the route they were going. They weren't going for another route.
I also felt like, are they gonna like shoehorn a love scene?
Yeah,
that we don't need it.
Like I was like,
it make no sense to shoehorn a love scene.
I was like, no,
not at all.
This is not good. This is not good. And then when I was like, okay, I liked it. I started liking it a lot more when we felt that she had to die, and I kind of felt. And even though what you said was right, and both of us thought the same thing, like she has to die.
She had to.
I feel the same way though. Like I do feel the same way. Where it's like, man, this person was like next to us this whole time. We thought she was a good character with us. She fought with us. Like, even though it's a big betrayal, it's still like you gain a kinship to that person.
It's not an easy kill.
It's not an easy kill, and it's not like even when she said it, like it doesn't seem like it's like it looked like she was sincere as a character. Like they made me do this. I had no other choice. But man, this movie's good. I liked it.
There's a difference between being in battle and shooting a bunch of soldiers of the enemy, or being face to face with someone who is unarmed, not threatening at the moment, and you gotta kill this person.
He's crying in front of you, begging for their lives.
Which at the moment feels like murder.
Yeah.
Like you're murdering somebody, you know? And it's that distinction, well, the battlefield's the battlefield, but this is different here.
And you know what I liked about this movie? I like that they kind of, like, made it more human than it, like... Because a lot of old-style movies, man, there was that one movie that we watched a long time ago, I totally forgot the name, but a lot of old-time movies, they'll be like, oh, just straight kill him, like, oh, I'm just a killer. You know what I mean? But you felt like you started feeling that there's emotion behind it.
The morality.
The morality, like, oh man, this is kind of like, this is tough. Like, don't get me wrong, there's points where they just killed people because they needed to, but at times you could tell like it was waning on them. Like, it's like, oh, crap, like we really don't want to do this. They had a conversation about death many times, which I really enjoyed. I was like, okay.
They were three-dimensional. They weren't just like you're saying. They weren't like regular people, not regular people. Like what you would normally see in a movie, or comic book, like people cut characters.
Yeah.
These people had 3D feelings. They were emotional. You saw the attachment of the British guy with the mustache, Miller.
Yeah, Miller. I think his name was.
His attachment to the leader who's losing his leg.
Yeah.
You know, towards the end, or you set him up. You know, this is your fault. You did it on purpose. I can't wait to get to you. I'm not a killer. I'm not one of you guys. and you felt that, and you understood his emotion. Same thing with the spy. You kind of understood what she was doing.
Yeah, no,
she was forced in that position.
That's why when she said it at the end, when she was about to get killed, I was like, this makes sense. Like, I understand her. Like she's not a strong individual. She doesn't seem like she has to do what she got to do. You know what I mean? Like, she got to.
Andrea's character, they killed his wife. They killed his daughters. You know, you get, of course, you're going to go on a rampage if you can, especially if you got the skills to do that.
Yeah.
You know? So, excellent. I thought everybody's character was really good. The movie felt epic from the moment it started.
Yeah, like the grand scale of things. Like, I mean, even the boat scene was ridiculous. Like ridiculous, like in a good way.
That scene.
I was like, well, this is like the whole time. I'm thinking, man, this has to be like you said. Like this has to be production value out the wahoo. Like this is a lot of money being spent on this. But it was so good. Like for its time. Like I was like, oh wow. Like it seemed real. Like there was times I'm like, whoa. Visually, it was really good.
I gotta say, it was my favorite scene because I really felt that these guys were in danger.
Yeah.
You know, I really felt like they gotta get the stuff out of the boat.
I thought someone was gonna fall out. I thought someone was gonna die from the game, and I'm like, oh my god.
I'm thinking they gotta get the equipment out. They gotta get these guns out. They got everything they need. They have to get it out, and the thing is sinking. These waves are coming at them full force, and they're there. Like the actors are doing it, and they're getting soaked.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, people must have got hurt.
Hey, yeah, you were saying, they were like, dude, this looks dangerous. Like, in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, this does kind of... Like, when they were hanging on to the boat sail, and like, the water... Waves. I'm like, dude, this doesn't look safe.
People drowned. People got hurt. 4 people died from this.
The cameraman was like, keep rolling.
You really... You felt the sense of danger and their predicament.
Yeah.
And then when it was all said and done, and I got climbed this cliff, all wet. You know,
I enjoyed it.
That was incredible.
Now, I do have some critique.
I
do have some critique. I thought towards the end it started getting a little long. I'm not gonna lie to you. Towards the end, I was like, okay, all right. Like I was like, okay, this movie's kind of like if let's say we would have ended it shorter. Not that we would have not like the length of the movie. It was just. I feel like it waned on a little too much. There's some scenes I was like, kind of not needed here. Like driving through, like, okay, I get the tense. Like, it's already tense. But I think they were trying to make it too tense. Like, they started bringing us through the town. Like, oh, we crashed into this guy. We crashed. Like, no, we understand that, like, the road is treacherous. Like, there's going to be, like, it's going to be tense the whole time. I don't think we keep needing to add that on. Like, we all understand it as an audience. So that was my biggest complaint of this movie, and that's why I wouldn't get like a 5-star. I would give this like a 4-star. Like I was like,
I would give 4.5.
Yeah,
and I made 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
My issue is similar to your issue, is that I think they got away too easy.
Yeah,
it felt like they got away like it looked
like towards the end, right? Like towards the end, like, I was like, oh yeah.
I really felt two times they got away from trouble. It felt too easy. The first one was when they got caught by the Nazis, right? And the guy who was acting it out and all stuff, which is okay, I get it, but I don't see that was too easy for them to escape from that situation. That was too precarious. It was too hard. It was too dangerous to get out of that situation. As easy as they got out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, it's a movie. It's enjoyable. You gotta do what I gotta do. Then towards the end, where they had to blowing up the guns. I would have liked to see a bit more of an epic type of escape.
Yeah.
You know what?
Not like okay, we're just waiting.
They're being shot at, but conveniently this guy's over here shut the lights out, and then they got shot at no more.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, and they got a boat, they took off, and they made the safety pretty easy. So I think that was the only 2 issues. But even with those issues, it didn't destroy the movie for me.
No. I did have to mention that, but I mean, I thought the movie was fantastic. Like I would watch this movie over, like if you guys put it on, like. I really enjoyed this movie. I love movies that I'm just a big sucker for like the hook of the movie, where it's like, if you don't get me like towards the beginning, like a book, it's like, if you don't get me towards the beginning, it's like, it's hard for me to catch on later on. Like, as soon as this guy came in and smacked this guy a few times, I was like, this is going to be an amazing movie. This is going to be a great movie. Like, hand down, like...
No, they ain't threatening. If you don't put him in jail, we're going to shoot him.
Yeah.
And if you get away, we're going to shoot you too.
And we're like, oh!
And I was waiting for him. If you would have shot him, I was like, oh, this movie's going there.
This is starting off with a bang.
This is where we're going with this movie. Unlike you, I can deal with a slow burn. You know, but I gotta have a payoff. If it's a slow burn, I better have a good payoff.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel this at all with this. I didn't feel there was a slow burn in this movie at all. There were some scenes that I think were a little longer than they should have been, but they were building tension. You know, they were building tension, which is fine. But I already had the scope that the tension was pretty strong.
Yeah.
You know, but this was huge. There must have been a big budget for this movie.
Had to be,
because between the military weapons, the Guns of Navarone, between the weapons, the trucks, the tanks, the guns, the scenes, the boats, the water. I mean, it was huge. There were huge scenes in this. So, not to mention the explosions that were going off. They had some. We saw in the credits earlier. The advisors were military advisors, the actual military advisors. So we felt. I mean, this movie felt huge. It felt really big. And for being 2.5 hours, this movie, I don't think it felt that way. Mm-hmm. You know, like if this movie had another half hour with action, I would have been no problem sitting down watching this movie. You know, so excellent movie. I did enjoy this movie quite a bit. If you have not watched this movie, guys, I highly recommend.
So this movie's budget was $6 million
for 61. Mm-hmm. All right, so $6 million for that. Who knows what that is?
And that is now worth it's like $59.8 million.
Pretty good.
That's a pretty decent
amount for today's
money. That's
a
pretty decent amount, especially back then too. Like you don't remember, like,
and we have big stars in this movie.
Yeah,
we have big stars.
This was fantastic.
I enjoyed this movie quite a bit.
Very, very, very good. They actually did really well in this.
Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction as much as we enjoyed the movie. You will find this movie, our reaction is unedited, on our Patreon. You will find the link in the description. You can watch this and a bunch of other stuff that we have on there for as little as $1 a month. You know, every single penny that goes into that goes into us getting equipment, making sure that we continue giving you guys products and continue to entertain you guys. We also have a merchandise store where we sell shirts, we sell cups, with quite a few things that we sell on there. That also helps us out, help the channel grow. If you will be so kind and buy a couple things, that would be nice. But none of that you have to do. All this stuff will be still free. But if you can hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, we really, truly would appreciate that. We also like to know about your comments. You know, what do you think about this movie? What do you think about Gregory Peck? The acting in this particular movie? This is your type of movie. And if you don't watch movies like this, you know, why don't you watch movies like this? You should definitely be watching movies of this caliber, of this time. I really do think that there's a lot of gold nuggets in the past. These classic movies like this, these vintage movies. I really do think that people your age, people who are still my age, should go back and check out some of these gems because they're fantastic, quite entertaining. Really, you know, it's not what movies come out next Friday. There's still some of these good ones out there that people have never seen. It's still brand new to a lot of people, and should definitely like. This was again 1961. It was brand new to me, definitely brand new to you. Yeah. And you watch it, and you're fully entertained. You know, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I was good. I was good. I mean, I really enjoyed the whole scene. Like, I enjoyed the whole movie.
Well, anyway, guys, we do appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We are R9, I'm Ray.
I'm Michael.
Guys, take care. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon.
Stay safe, guys.